Alright, real quickly here. I had made a few of these over the last month or 2 months, and I may have put one or two on YouTube, but I think they were in my computer, which crashed. So I'm going to do this one dish tonight and then tell you all the other ones that I've done that were so good, just in case they're not there. So this is couscous. Let me show you the brand. Alright, so I buy the tiny one. The tiny one's not bad. Like, they look like tiny little pastina almost. This one's called, is this the Israeli style? Yeah, Israeli style. The other one is called Moroccan style, and it's tiny, tiny, tiny. I buy it like this because it's in a container that can be recycled. Plastic bags and stuff like that can't be recycled. Boxes are, by me, the last 2 years at both places are not being recycled. Only cardboard shipping boxes. Nothing like snacks, pizza boxes, cereal boxes. None of that stuff is being recycled anymore. All right. When I cook this, I use olive oil and a little bit of salt in the water. And then what do I got here? Oh, let me tell you a little bit about me. Non-GMO, organic, as best I can, and when I grow in my food. I live in a small little mountain town. About 30 minutes north of me is a big store. When I get up there, I get better selection of food. When I don't, I have a little store by me. But I've been growing my own stuff too to try to supplement everything until I can pretty much grow everything as far as organic food goes. Of course, I'm not going to do something like that or avocados. But what do I got today here? One meal a day, organic, non-GMO, best you can do. Recycle and buy only what can be recycled and what you need. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plastics aren't being recycled. Check it out. Do a good search, YouTube, watch some videos online, watch professionals, watch people like me who are telling you about our individual towns. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7s are going to waste. They're not being used, and if they still take them, they're going to the dump anyway into the landfills or into the ocean, all right? So do your part. Veganism, chemical-free on every aspect that you can, and try to learn to grow your own food. Now, I'm in a second-floor apartment. I'm going to show you what I've been doing since October 2021. It's now May 31st, 2022. I also have a little balcony. And down below, they've let me do stuff as well. I'm not going to show you that today. You can go on it's called my Gardens, Rocks, Crystals, and Nature. And you'll see my outdoor section of the gardening, which is all below. And what I do above, I do below. As above, so below. As within, so without. Heaven within, heaven on earth, that kind of deal. There's probably more stuff on below than I'm doing here in my house. But I'm going to show you how easy it is, how inexpensive it is, and how fun it is. So there's a little salt, there's a little bit of pepper. There's no olive oil afterwards. It was just when I cooked it. I like these things as fresh as I can. There are non-GMO peaches. They are from a can, non-BPA or whatever that's called. I'm not a peach man, but it's summertime again, so I wanted to make some peach salsa. Sometimes I'll do some peaches and cream for a little side dish or dessert. And I don't like peach skin. Ooh, I can't even stand biting into a peach. So I buy them like that when I do need them. And the can is recyclable. If you get them in a plastic container, I thought maybe I'll get a good chance. I get them in a plastic container or something because they say that some of the can processing is more dirty than glass or plastic. But then I got the container and it was like a number 5, so it couldn't be recycled. So I go back to the can. All right, so there is green onions, organic. There is... it's over a bed of romaine lettuce, which is organic as well, under there. There's fresh parsley, organic, non-GMO from my garden. And there is tomatoes, which this time around aren't organic, so they are washed with vinegar and water and scrubbed. There's organic celery. I'm pretty sure it is. I pick it in a stick at the store, not in a package. And I only see there as an organic one. And of course, it's in a bag, so it can't be recycled. So I buy them separately. They take them out of the bag, and they make them individual. So there is the tomato, the green onion, the peaches, the parsley. There are celery, and what else is in there? Cucumber. The cucumber is a regular cucumber. It's not organic or whatever because it's $4 in that store, where I get the regular one for $1. I'm also in the process of getting my cucumber started, which I'll show you real briefly when I'm done with this meal here. And a little bit of vegan cheese in a recycled number 1. It's, there you go. thrivemarket.com. All right. I make cheese sauces with this, potato, cashew, and this, and a little olive oil. Comes out great. So, let's see. What have I done with this? I've done basil. I've done cilantro. I've done sage. Same exact thing you see here, but with a different herb in it. I really like the sage a lot. Basil's really good. Cilantro was all right. Didn't really enhance the flavor or anything. I like the parsley too. So that was 4 different ones. You can do dill. Dill is excellent as well. I've done mandarin oranges. I've done strawberries, and I've done blueberries, and they all work fantastic. And this is a cold salad, by the way, not warm. You know, you can do all kinds of. I did a lot of. Just did a mac and cheese with this couscous 2 nights ago with leftover cheese sauce that I just told you about. I threw some tomatoes and green onions in it and avocado. Oh yeah, it was awesome. Came out great. I think I put parsley in there as well. You can throw a little salt or pepper on there if you want. I personally like just the juice and the freshness of everything. What else can you do on there? I said the different herbs. I said the different fruits. I put this just like it is, and I rolled it up in a warm tortilla wrap. I've had it that way. I've done it with pasta sauce, you know, minus all this, but I've done the couscous in a pasta sauce. I've done the couscous in a tomato soup that I added some potato to, and I did it in a processor, and I made it into a potato red pepper soup, which was good. And I used the couscous as noodles because pasta boxes cannot be recycled. This can, and it worked out great. All right, so that's a whole bunch of different things you can do with all this. I've done a Mexican style too that might be on YouTube. I don't know, where I had like a chili powder mix and stuff like that. That did real well. And I think that's all I have for now. Now let me show you the indoor stuff that can get you guys as a family or an individual going. Remember, 2nd floor apartment. All right, so it's about 8:30 here. I'm a little late because I was in the garden today down below doing a lot of watering. So these are 6-foot racks by 3 foot wide by 16 inches deep. $63 tax included. Let me give this a little lower here. $63 tax included at Walmart. They're 5 shelves adjustable. They come in white, black, or stainless steel chrome. And then the grow lights here are 2 feet 4 inches by about 3 inches. And they're white light, but they're red and blue spectrum from seed to fruit and flower. So they go through the whole thing. They're 2 feet long. They work perfect on the 3-foot shelf. As you'll see, everything from start to finish, different foods, veggies, everything is working out. I'll show you what they look like. They have like a lifetime warranty, I think, too, or something like that. And these were $40. Then they went down to $30. Then they went up to $38. But the original price is $50 to $55. And there's no other lighting in my house. You'll see in the other room where you can see the light better, where the computer monitor won't be adding to the light. But you can read books, you can sit on the couch, whatever you want to do. And this kind of lighting won't affect you, as where those other plant lights that are purpley and violet and all that, they're just annoying and they don't look good in your house. So it's May 31st. The weather's been crazy. I got a lot of things finally going out on the balcony, and I got some flowers that eventually will go out there, but we're still going into like 35 overnight, 40 overnight, so I'm bringing them back in for now. Now, everything I want to do is mostly food eventually. So tomatoes down there. Some of these things will be moved into the other room where there's more space. There's a non-GMO organic Roma tomato from seed that I bought a year ago, and I made a whole bunch downstairs and upstairs. I ate them, reseeded. I did that with a red bell pepper too, which you'll see in the other room. These are golden potatoes, non-GMO organic. They're growing. In the back there is a pumpkin. I tested it out. First time this year. It's growing. Hopefully it will hold up really well. And remember, I said I got a ground floor thing that's going on too. There's some dill growing back there. That will be like 3 feet high. Another tomato. That tomato seed must have been in the soil that never, both of them, never grew. And then I reused the soil, and boom, boom, they popped up because there's radishes in there too. All right. Strawberries. This one's going to put out a baby. These are flowering in the back there and fruiting. These are already flowering and fruiting. They got a wonderful smell too, these flowers. And these guys are fruiting as well. I started out with 4 to 6 in October. Now I think I have 28 or 29, maybe going to be 30 now. And you'll see some more in the other room. Let me show you the balcony real quick. So I got like more tomatoes and red bell peppers, and then I got like onions and sage and herbs and oregano, rosemary, and then all the different like basil, parsley, dill, and cilantro stuff gonna go on out here as well. Dwarf blueberry. I had to cut down my whole raspberry because of that's a no thorn raspberry because of white flies. Oh, they were hiding under there, and they were so hard to spray and get rid of. So I just cut it down because it usually regrows fast. And that's wild mint that I've had for 3 years. I transplanted from the wild by a creek. These are out here because it's nice and cool. These are going to be different lettuces and spinaches, and then radish and cucumber as well. And again, probably bigger things, so it's probably something like sage or rosemary. My balcony, the sun sets right about here now. It will set more like that. I get like from April to September, I'll have 5 to 8 hours of sun, so I get tons of sun. But then this is all through the year kind of stuff. And again, everything was Walmart online. The seeds I used, non-GMO, organic, Everwild was most of it, and the lights, and Hyper Tough is the name of the shelf. I'll try. I always forget. In the beginning, I linked all that stuff on Walmart, but I'll try to repeat it in my videos so you can do it online. And the prices were excellent, and it got shipped within a week. Okay, so this is my room, and you can see that the lighting goes everywhere, and it's just these two lights. There's no need for any other lights, so that's awesome. And this, I'm only using a shelf on the bottom, a shelf here, and then the top shelf just to hang the light. But they are 5 shelves, and they are adjustable. Let's see here. There's some watermelon or something I'm attempting down there. New for the year are these long silver eggplants. They look like a cucumber, but they're light violet and silver. So that should be cool. Not even sure if I eat eggplant. Yellow bell peppers, and then these were the peppers. Now, I didn't know this, so I'll repeat this. Most people know, but if you're new to gardening like I was, you can eat these as green. Even though I plant them as a red bell pepper, you can get them to green and be ripe, and then pick them or leave them to red. I like red. They're sweeter, tastier, and they have more nutrients in it as well. So I got some over there and some over here, and as you can see, they're already flowering. These plants are about a month and a half to 2 months old, so they should, or maybe about a month to a month and a half. So maybe in another month to a month and a half, they should be growing. They start to grow really quickly. And then there's the rest of the tomatoes are all in there as well. And then the ones on the balcony that are going to start will catch up. So when these are harvested, then those will go. And then I'm going to try to start another one again. And I'm going to try to keep up on that. Remember, I just said this is October that I done it. So what is it, about 7 months maybe? Over here I got carrots going to grow, celery. And these are new as well. These are Brussels sprouts. And I'm having trouble as they start to brown. I've been trying to figure out if it's less water or too much water. I think it was less water, even though it looked like it had enough, and now they seem to be doing better. That's social garlic. You can eat the whole thing. It hasn't flowered in about 3 years since I bought it from the store when it was already growing. It builds a stem and flowers. You can eat the flowers, stem, these leaves, and the bulbs, which I've never done. I ate everything but the bulbs, and they taste really good. And if you like a garlic that's not too garlicky, every part of the plant that I just told you about that I ate besides the bowl is less garlic flavor than the other one. I think that's why they call it social garlic, because it doesn't bang you like a regular, whatever a regular garlic is called. And to give you the size, when I said 16 inches, 3 feet and 6 feet high, you can see that's a 5-gallon bucket. So you can see how much can fit. They're 8-inch round pots there. That's a lot of stuff you can grow. And remember, I'm on a 2nd floor apartment. So if you have a home, a closed-in porch, a garage, a basement, you can do these. All right, so down here, here's the cucumbers are growing. I had cucumbers about 2.5 months ago. They got ravaged by a white fly slash, what's it called? Some kind of powdery mildew. I took care of the powdery mildew, but the white flies, man, they were just really hard to get rid of. And I had like 40 cucumbers that were about that big, and I was like, yeah, and then one was about that big. But I kept cutting it, throwing bags, wrapping them in bags. It just got too much. So I started them over. So far, the white fly thing looks good this time around. Here's an example of a baby going in for the strawberry. And like I said, I had 6. Now I have about close to 30. Here's one that's getting really big. It's odd to see them get this big. A lot of times they're about
about half that size or 3/4 of that size. And as you can tell, these guys are a little bit behind. Snapdragon grew in there. That's a humidifier. It seems like that too much humidity might bring that mold upon, so I'm going to move these out because I need the humidifier for my room, and I'll move them into the other room and switch something around. These are strawberries as well, but they're a different plant, and they grow smaller. And they're supposed to last for 2 years and fruit in the summer and the fall, but mine seem to fruit all the time, and they smell really, really nice. Like every month or two, they're just fruiting and fruiting and fruiting, so that's really cool. And as you can see, there's some more up there. And here's the herb section. You got basils and cilantros and parsleys. The dill was in the other room that I showed you. I got some dill out there on the balcony. So you can see how easy this is to do and how fun it is. All right, so tons of different things with couscous, cold, warm, soups, wraps, all kinds of things. And I hope you get inspired by the 1 meal a day, veganism, non-GMO, organic, growing your own food. It's really cool. You see how nice those shelves look too. I like the white. They look really nice. And the lighting looks nice. So you can see how fun it is. It's really good. It gives you something, to do, connect with nature right inside your own house. And you grow stuff and you take money off your food bills and everything. And you're getting something good because you're building it yourself and with love and all that kind of stuff. All right? Lots of love to you all. Bye-bye.